Thank you very much indeed. And today we have a very happy competition among the math, which I'm very happy to say that the results are great. And I'm very happy that Hong Kong students are doing very well. Our competition has started long ago, more than 10 years now, from Tsinghua University in Beijing, and has been extremely successful. And only 2 years ago, when Hong Kong Academy of Science decided to join, and we start to have this competition in Hong Kong. And I should say that this competition, when I started, largely because I see that Chinese students need some motivation about trying to think, to do research, what is good in order for them to dream about their future in science. And this is very important. Chinese student has been very much used to taking examinations only and do not think as much as they should. They could be extremely talented when they come to America, getting into great school, and then they can do very good research. But when they were in the standard examination mode, they do not think as much as they could. They could be extremely original, but they were not put into the right way of thinking. That is something missing. So we start this this competition, which actually we model after the famous Westinghouse Intel competition in the old days. The reason I model after it because my two children, when they were young, they are now much more mature now. That was about 20 years ago. And my two kids were in high school in America, and they are doing fine, but they do not want to do research as much as I like them to do it. So I send them to to some of my friends doing biology and all that. And then they compete in the Intel competition. And then it's like a phase transition. After that, they like to do research and they enjoy it. And because they got very good guidance by the teacher there, by the postdoc in the lab and all that. And also they meet the very first class scientists who were in the examinations, final exams of the Intel Westinghouse Award. So I'm very much thinking that we should do the same thing in China, in Hong Kong. And well, it takes time because it takes support and besides money, and also there's human resources and everything. And well, as I said, in Hong Kong, I'm very glad that Hong Kong Academy of Science are willing to do it. And also we have friends who are willing to support it. And more importantly, the Chinese University of Hong Kong, the whole team from IMS and from the math department, all of the faculties are putting up a huge amount of effort to support it. And also many of my friends all over the world are willing to come to Hong Kong to do the examinations. Well, this year is special, unfortunately, because of the virus. Otherwise, we would like to see each other face to face. Since I start the competition, I've never missed any chance not to come. So this is very important for me because I think that's our future. The future of mathematics, future of basic science for China, for the good children. And I consider it to be very important because I think basic science is extremely important for the future of China, for human beings in general. And I would like to hope that the government would pay serious attention to such a research, creativity, and also how to bridge with industry eventually. But the basic knowledge and the basic training in creativity is extremely important. And I'm seeing many of our winners becomes permanent in the society. Many of our winners actually were able to go into the best school in the world. I was somewhat surprised, actually. For example, a couple of years ago, the gold winner and the silver winner and the bronze winner, all of them were admitted by Harvard early admission in the same year, which was taken me by somewhat surprising after I learned from the dean. Also, quite a lot of them were admitted into Stanford, into Princeton, were actually not only in mathematics, but also in chemistry, in other fields. About 8 years ago, we start, besides mathematics, we start on physics, and then later we start on chemistry, biology, and computer science. And then a year later, we start on economic modeling, so 6 different fields. All of them are doing very well, and I'm very happy to say that they all got into a very well recognized by all the famous universities, including Tsinghua, Beida, and all the major universities in China, but also all the famous Ivy League schools that I mentioned, Harvard, Princeton, Stanford. As a matter of fact, the dean of admission of both Harvard and Stanford and Brown came when we opened up the ceremony in Beijing, and they all recognized the importance of this competition. So in fact, 3 years ago, the dean of Stanford was invited by me, and he gave a speech to CCTV, the major Chinese TV, saying how much he appreciates this competition, and also he would like to see Stanford could admit some of the winners in this award. So I was very pleased by all these friends, but more importantly, the winners of this award, I talked with them and their parents. They were very happy to say that it's a good experience for them to go through all these competition procedures. They learn how to do research, and they are able to meet some of the most outstanding scientists that they only know through reading books, but now they actually meet them face to face. So I think this is a very good thing that happens. I remember when we opened up for the competition, many people who got Fields Medal come to be a judge. And when we have the physics competition, Nobel laureate came. And so the students are very happy to be examined by them. Not only that they read their research, but they also talk with them face to face. So I think these are very healthy and it's going very well. And I hope in Hong Kong, we see more and more students coming to this competition. And through Hong Kong Academy, we meet the big shots in Hong Kong, in science, in technology, in the Hong Kong Academy. And also, we would like to see that the government start to pay more attention to basic science. Unfortunately, I think Hong Kong government doesn't seem to understand the importance of basic science as much as they should have. And especially mathematical science, which is now has reached almost everywhere in industry. And the reason that China, in the last 2 years, getting into trouble with America in terms of copyright and all that kind of things, is partially because we are not in control of really the most forefront ideas in about the technology that we should know. And we would like to be able to train our children from Hong Kong and from China, from mainland China, all of them to learn in the early days when they just graduate from high school, that they get into the most forefront of the basic science. And I hope that we will train a large number of them so that they will be able to do well in the future. And as I said, all the judges and all that are first-class scientists, and the kids would know them and then would model themselves after them. So I hope this will be successful. And so far, as As I said, it has been successful, and we like to keep on doing it. And I let me thank to all these colleagues in Chinese U, in the Hong Kong Academy of Science, and also from Tsinghua University, who put in a lot of effort to do this, but also to our donors. Many of donors has given money to support this enterprise, and they do not want to disclose their names very nicely, but I'm still grateful to them for them to support such a endeavor. So I'm very happy to thank all the staff in the Hong Kong Academy of Science, and also the staff in IMS, and also in the math department, COHK. And of course, as I said, all the juries, including those in Hong Kong University, in Hong Kong STU, and all these universities who have been supporting us unselfishly. So thank you very much.